Okay,
Hi,
we're live.
We're live.
Woo-hoo.
Hi, everybody. Ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Hi, guys. I'm Amy,
And I'm Michelle.
and we are
Two creative chicks that ride.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to our show.
Welcome,
Yay.
welcome.
It's Thursday. It is our 29th show.
Oh my God, number 29.
Amazing,
Woo-hoo.
right? So, as most of you know, and for those who don't and are new to watching us, we are some creative chicks that like to inspire and encourage other lady riders locally and around the world. We cover all topics of discussion for anything pertaining to that, right?
Yeah.
And
anything.
we are in a live working motorcycle repair shop called Yankee Babe Motorsports, and that's at 1170 Oslo Road. We have the boutique in the front, and all the items that we feature on our episodes are located right here in the shop, which is nice to come
Yeah.
and see them in person.
Yeah.
So today we have a
Absolutely.
great show planned for you. You're going to meet our Babe of the Week, which is Sheryl H. Woo, another
Yeah,
beauty.
yay.
Yes, I got a sneak peek at her pictures today. We also have our product highlight, which is amazing handcrafted backpacks, right? That Michelle loves to
Yes, I
crochet.
love making them.
So they're the Lady Rider backpacks. Spiritual spin today is going to be a little bit about one of my favorite crystals to work with. I really love the energy of it, and we'll talk about that a little bit too. And I guess our show topic today is going to be about in case of emergency.
Yeah.
You know,
Ice.
Right, it's
Ice,
in
baby.
case of emergency. What do you do with that, right? And what happened was I think what got us, Michelle, was when Kat came in for one of our meet and greets.
Yes.
Right,
Yeah.
she came in for the meet and greet, and she had her helmet on the table, and then she took something out and she was looking at it, and I was like, "What's that?" She's like, "It's my medical information.
Yeah.
Should I ever get into an
It
accident?"
was really cool.
And I was like, well, you know, I have ice in my phone, you know, in
Yeah.
case of emergency in my phone, but I never thought of that for the motorcycle.
Yeah. It was
Right?
a really, really cool idea. And she just, how did she have it? Did she just stick it in her hat and stick it on her head? Or was it like adhered somehow to the helmet?
No,
The
what
inside
she
of the
did was
helmet.
she had that little emblem, which is like a medical sign,
Yeah.
and right behind
That
that
was
medical
on the
sign,
lid, right?
on the helmet, yep, and then inside the helmet, she took down the padding and put the little, it was like a little bank envelope for like a
Mhm.
credit card.
Mhm.
She had everything in there in her liner of her helmet.
Mm-hmm.
And they know, the medical field knows to look for that. When
So if that's
you're-
on somebody's
I have
helmet.
spirit
Was
box
it, so was it
everywhere.
a sticker that was on her?
The sticker was on
Okay,
the
it was a
front, and then
sticker,
the
all right.
information was right behind the sticker in the liner of her helmet.
That's very
And
cool,
I'm thinking, that's phenomenal.
I love that, I love
Right?
that, yeah.
And then
So cool.
it got me thinking, like, where else on your bike could you keep that, right?
Yeah,
So we have saddlebags.
yep,
I could probably keep a little information in the saddlebag.
yep,
You
absolutely.
could keep it maybe with your registration and insurance on the bike.
Yep. Yeah, you could. You absolutely could keep it with your registration and insurance. I have, like, when I ride, I usually have a little pouch, you know, and it hooks onto my belt loop of my pants.
Yeah.
And inside of that, of course, it doesn't have like an M on the outside of it or anything, but inside of that is where my, in case of emergency information is, you know.
Okay,
And,
great.
you know, insurance,
So it's
who
on
to
your
call.
person. I think
It's on my
really
person,
important
yeah.
to be on your person.
Yeah, I think it is too. And we were when we were in South Carolina in Bike Week, right?
Yep.
There was somebody that had gotten in an accident right in front of us, right? A car had hit him and he went up and his bike went one way, like a couple 100 feet one way, and he went another way.
Right.
So, meanwhile, emergency crews are around him. Well, other people, like the police or whatnot, were grabbing pieces of his bike, right? So, yeah, so I think having it on your person is a really great idea. You
Yeah,
know
I
what
think
I mean?
that's the best idea.
Yeah, yeah.
So, because I never even thought of that, like, other than having ice on my phone. Now, my phone is either in my saddlebag, which could be taken off of the bike should I get into an accident, maybe, right? So they wouldn't even know, right? So I was thinking about how Kat did it, and
Inside the
hi
lid.
Kat, by the way,
Hi,
thanks for
Kat.
tuning in. We
Yeah,
appreciate you.
thank you so much for the wonderful idea. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because it's just like very cool idea. I
So
just
what
love
would
it.
you keep in your ice, in your little ice packet, let's say? We have ice
So,
packets
yeah.
on our bikes.
So I have, on mine, I have my husband's phone number, because even though most of the time I'm riding with him, there are times that I ride alone or that I'm
Right.
not with him. And then, I have my youngest daughter's phone number, and even though she's in Massachusetts, she cares for her mother-in-law, you
Yeah.
know, she's at home. Home health care for her, so she's almost always home, so that's
Right.
somebody that they could reach, and she at least knows, you know, what kind of things go on with me. I'm allergic to penicillin, you know,
Mhm.
and I'm also very low blood pressure, if you could believe it. A lot of people would be like, no, you have high blood pressure, honey, you are like over the top, but I'm really not, I'm actually a low blood pressure person.
Yeah, me
So,
too.
so when my blood pressure spikes, it's like normal for other people, but I still feel, you know,
Mhm.
I still feel what a high elevated blood pressure would be. So if somebody, you know, if you're knocked out, when an ambulance comes, they will hit you with adrenaline.
Right.
And so my blood pressure's so low that I have to have, like, they really shouldn't hit me with adrenaline because my blood pressure's low, probably not because I'm passed out or knocked out.
Not because of that's your norm. That's
Yeah.
your norm, right?
Yeah, normal low blood pressure. Of course, since my incident with, you know, everything going on here, I have normal blood pressure now.
Yeah.
And actually went high for a little while, so.
That's amazing because, you know, I myself have had low blood pressure my whole life.
Oh, yeah.
Right, and it was so low that doctors like add salt to your diet, like start eating salty foods or add salt to whatever you're cooking, because I never used salt. I don't like the taste of it, right? And it raised my blood pressure a little bit. So, but I know what it's like to be in that danger zone,
Mhm.
you know, and
Yeah.
my siblings have passed out from their low blood pressure, so I get it. But yeah, that's a good point to have on there. your
So what do
blood
you have on
pressure.
yours?
Well, I have my sister's number,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
She's always been my emergency contact. My whole life, it's always been Ruth. And my sissy's coming home finally from Connecticut.
Sissy.
Yay! See you next Tuesday. So I have her number in there. I have that I'm allergic to narcotics in there, right?
Mhm.
I don't want any narcotics. I'm allergic to them.
Mhm.
And then I have just a brief synopsis of like my medical things, like, you know, I have hypothyroidism, I have
Yep.
fibromyalgia,
Yep.
you know, I've had, I have fusions in my foot that have screws and plates and stuff, so
Mhm.
just those few little things.
Mhm,
And since Kat did that, I put it in my wallet with my, cause I carry my registration and insurance card for my motorcycle in my wallet.
Oh, yep. On your
Because I'm the only one who's
Mhm.
on my bike,
Mhm.
right? So inside there is my medical information, like
Mhm.
my insurance company and all that kind of stuff.
That leads me to something to bring up because a lot of bikes, right? I think that emergency personnel, even if they're like near them, like the police or whatever, that are gathering, say, pieces
Yeah.
of the bike,
Yeah,
God forbid that happens,
right.
they're trained to also look under the seat. Because under most seats, there's a little pouch area that's like a waterproof area
Yeah.
where you would keep like your registration and your license and whatnot. And I would
Shut
also
up.
recommend that you would keep your ice in there too, because I would think, and I'm just guessing here, so if we have any emergency
That's
personnel, I know we have some
awesome.
people that watch our show, let me
Yeah.
know if I'm wrong or if I'm right or like where that, but I'm
Where
just
would
really
that best
feeling
spot
like,
be?
yeah, I'm feeling like maybe they're trained to even look there, cause there is a little pouch under there. You know, it's
Okay.
above the battery. It's like a little area, yeah. Some of them even come with it.
So it's funny because when I reupholstered my bike, I didn't see that. You'll have to excuse me for a moment.
Want me to grab it since I'm closer?
Sure. Yeah, so we're just kind of curious, like, where would your, you know, emergency ice be? I have absolutely no idea where the phone is,
I can hear it.
Michelle. She found it.
Good afternoon.
Again, we are inside of a live motorcycle shop that
Good, how are
does
you?
daily repairs. So, yeah, we are definitely a full service operation.
No, we
Dave
do not.
and
We just
Mr.
repair
Avery in the back,
motorcycles.
and me and Michelle kind of
Oh,
do
sorry.
the front end a little bit with our little boutique here. So we have a lot of fun.
No,
But
sorry.
I wonder
No,
if,
we just repair motorcycles. Sorry about
What
that.
else people would put in their
You're welcome.
ice
Goodbye.
packets. So
Bye-bye.
you can comment here. You can also go over to our Facebook page and comment. And we do have, you know, you can comment right here on our YouTube channel.
Hello.
Thank you, Michelle.
You're welcome.
On Facebook, because we'd like to know what information you guys put in there. I did do a questionnaire on there. I put a question, food for thought, like what do you put in yours and where do you keep it?
Did we get any answers on it yet?
Not yet, but
Okay.
I'm gonna leave it up for a couple more days because it was a last minute thing.
I think a lot of people probably don't.
They don't even think about it,
Yeah.
Michelle. I
Yes.
never would have thought about that had I not seen Kat take out her paperwork.
Yep. You had said that, and you had even said that maybe we should, like, do something, like, put together a little ice, packet, like a little card that people
Yeah.
can fill out, and then with a sticker with an M on it or something like
Right,
that.
to put on their helmet.
And I'm trying to look into it just to make sure that's something we can do, right?
Yeah.
Because it
sometimes
may,
you can.
yeah, it may be something that you have to get from,
Or a permission granted
Yeah.
or something,
yeah, something from, like maybe even we have to add, I think Kat bought hers or it was given to her at a bike show or something like that.
Yes, I believe so. We'll
Yeah.
look into it though,
Yeah.
we'll try to get something, together. That was almost a
Emergency.
that was almost a big crash bang boom and some handlebars coming off the shelf. My big old drink right here.
Don't keep it inside your handlebars, they're never gonna look there.
Yeah, no.
Never gonna look
No.
there.
And you don't wanna keep it, like, I know you said you keep yours in a pouch on your pants, right, which is good, but, guys lose their, I've seen so many people's clothing be ripped off of them.
Yeah, oh, absolutely,
and
absolutely,
so
yeah.
I bet you that seat thing, I'm gonna go take my seat off my bike when I get home tonight, and be like,
Have a
is
look.
that down there? Is that
See
down
what-
there? I gotta put one in there.
What's up with that? Is that in there? And I haven't checked under mine because, obviously with the newer models, they may have stopped doing that, especially where a lot of people have saddlebags and whatnot, but I'm gonna check under mine too, cause mine didn't come with bags, and it may be under all seats, it may even be something that is,
Universal.
Yeah, universal or something, But yeah,
Huh.
yeah, good stuff, good
Let
to
me
know.
ask my bitch.
Huh?
Let's ask the bitch.
To look under your seat, your mom?
Where is the universal place to hold an ice on your bike?
I would say
They're
registration.
probably gonna
Probably
say.
like ice?
Yeah, it's not happening. Yeah.
Maybe where do you put your registration or something? I don't know. Well, we can look that up anyway,
Yeah,
so
we
we
will.
can.
And we'll put it in the comments of the show.
Yeah, absolutely,
Should've done that
absolutely.
first.
I
Sorry,
know, I
guys.
know. And you don't think of that, like when we go out to ride, we don't think of emergency, And it probably has to do with manifestation and the thought process and the way we think and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? If we're not giving something all of that
Energy
and
and thought,
focus
right.
and
Yeah,
intention,
because that's all part of the manifestation.
Because you say you
The
think
thoughts,
about it.
You think about it, you speak it, you live it, you believe
Then it
it, you live
happens.
it, yeah.
Yeah,
right.
so we don't wanna think about those things, but, you really, it's also about, hoping for the best and preparing for the worst,
Yeah.
And I taught my grandkids are visiting, right, and that's why our
Yay!
show is pre-recorded, so this isn't live, although Amy and I will be monitoring it as it's running today, and as you're watching us, so we'll be able to answer your questions inside of the text.
Yes.
Rather than, talking to you through the computer. So I'm like training them how to drive the golf cart, you know what I mean? And I mean, Jasmine, she's a speed demon. We have to be careful on what kind of motorcycle we get her when she starts riding. Because we're doing all the loops, the
Yeah.
ends of the road, and she's like full on. And
Oh,
she's like,
she's having a blast.
woo! And I'm like holding on, going, oh my god, I'm not gonna make it. And then Mikey's like, he'll be like, oh, it's a frog, and he's like driving off the side of the road. But they're like, as we're riding around, he's asking me a bunch of questions like, why do you ride a bike, Grammy? And and it's so dangerous. And how do you do that? And like anybody could hurt you, or anything could happen. Blah 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 blah. He's my
the
safe
sensitive,
child.
Yeah, he's the safe, sensitive one.
And I said I ride like everybody's out to kill me.
Yeah.
Like everybody wants to murder me. And he's like, oh my god, that's so smart. So when I get them in the golf cart, I said, drive the golf cart like everybody wants to kill you. The cars, the birds that are walking by, any possible alligators in the pond, people on bicycles, and they're like, they
Well,
get
not the
it.
gators, Grammy,
Yeah,
not the gators.
Oh no,
That
please don't give
is-
me to the gators.
The gators are what?
Oh.
Oh, I can't think of the name. Clinch.
I know.
Clinch. Cringe.
Cringe.
Haters are cringe.
Cringe.
We got schooled by Michelle's grandson.
Oh my God, for an hour and a half.
Things
cringe.
that are whack.
Yeah.
Things that are
So-
whack. Things that are freaky.
Things are whack. Yeah, and if you don't go out prepared
Right.
for the worst, something happens, cringe.
Cringe. Really bad
Cringe, bad cringe.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and it made sense to them too. And I think that preparing that ice is kind of the same.
Yeah, it is. Listen, better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. That's one of my favorite sayings in a
Mhm.
lot of areas of my life, right? Like, I always prepare. So no matter what I'm working on, better to have it and not need it.
Yeah.
You know, because nothing stinks more when you're in the creative process and juices are flowing and then, oh, I can't go any further because I don't have that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing ticks me
Yeah.
off more,
Yeah.
really.
And in some cases, this doesn't have to do with motorcycle riding, but my niece, many years ago was in a skiing accident. She went through school, they were, go skiing
Oh,
up
yeah,
north.
yeah.
And she ended up going, she was on a black diamond, and she ended up going and like impaling her, I don't know if that's impaling, but her side or whatnot on one of those snow machines, the snow
Oh,
that come out of the
no.
ground. And she's fine, but she needed emergency service. She needed emergency surgery. And,
Wow.
you know what I mean? And so there was so much time that was spent calling my aunt back and forth, because they're in
Trying to get
Massachusetts, and trying to get her.
information.
At first, she needed to come down with the info and sign and prove that she was here. And if she had had something like that on her, even though she was a minor, they ended up performing surgery anyways. But still, you
Right.
know what I mean? You have that stuff on
Right.
you. You just never know. On your
Yeah.
person. I like
It
that.
reminds me of the older people who used to walk around with their address pinned inside their shirts when I
Yes.
was a kid.
Oh, smart.
My friend's grandmother never made sure every time he left
Like
the house
it.
that he had it pinned on the inside of his shirt. And when she
Aw.
got older and started having mental health issues, she always made sure she never forgot about that pin inside of her shirt, so she knew that she would get home safely.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah. it
Super
reminds me
smart.
of-
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Good stuff.
Yeah, really good stuff.
I'm really gonna look
Interesting.
under my seat on my bike too. I'll post
I'm gonna
pictures
look on
our
mine.
page.
We're gonna look on both of us.
Yeah,
We'll
for
be
real.
calling each other later. Is it under yours? Is it under yours?
What's up?
What's up?
Okay.
So yeah, share. Please feel free to share.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear that, like where you put yours, if you have one, if you hadn't thought of it. If there's an area, a place or a special card or a special place where you buy them. I don't know. Anything.
Yeah, man, sharing the wealth, sharing the knowledge, right? That's what we're all about. And,
Yep.
all about the info and sharing that shit.
We're all about the something. I don't
We're
know.
all about the bass, about that
Bass,
bass, about that bass.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, I so said
Gotta
that
put
wrong.
that. I know.
My kids are gonna be
Boom. I'm
critiquing
going boom,
me.
boom. They're like, oh my God.
It was-
Cancel.
it was
Our
as
show was
good as
canceled after.
It was as good as the old ladies dance party I was at this weekend. I posted a little bit on our Facebook page if you didn't get to see the videos. They were pretty cute. I had a good
Yeah.
time. I did a little bit of Amy time this weekend
I
with a
love
friend
that.
of mine,
So
and
good.
booked out for an hour or two to listen to some good music.
Hey,
and grab a
nothing
slice
wrong
of
with
pie.
that, girl. Nothing
Hadn't been
wrong
in a
with that.
while. It was nice, yeah.
It's all about that bass, and maybe our show will be canceled after episode 29. What?
I doubt it. That's okay. So it is time
For
for
the products of the
highlights.
week.
Yay.
Okay, so I'm just gonna scoot back here.
I
Can
love
you
when
see,
she
babe?
scoops.
Scooch.
I love when
Scooch.
she scoops.
I'm gonna grab Babe in
Oh my
inappropriate
gosh, she's
places.
gonna grab. She's touching Babe in the inappropriate.
Inappropriate. As you can see, I put this one on Babe because this is the bright orange one, and I did have a picture. I did have a photo to add instead of video, but I didn't know if
did
we.
have a video. I do have a photo. Photo product? No.
Let me see.
Okay. I uploaded a picture.
Here we go.
There it is.
Yay!
Sorry, I forgot to
Oh, it's all
unmic you guys.
good. I put the bright orange one in the background because this is the
Love it.
this series, this color. I have this also available in yellow, and I believe there's one other color. I want to say it's green. And I call this high vis orange, and I have high
Right.
vis yellow and high vis green.
Nice.
And the good thing about these is like you can see it from there. Oops, she's stripping down, baby. But you can see it from back there. You know, if you're one of those riders that is really all about getting noticed while you're out on the road, you know what I mean? These high vis ones are the ones that are for
Love
you.
them.
Thank you. The one that's shown up here is the brown one that you see in the picture. They all have the little boho beads in the front. I kind of get a little boho style. I want to just get close and show you the
Sure.
crochet on these. It's a very tight knit, okay? They're machine washable. They're very stretchy. I have like a bunch of stuff in here already. There's a drawstring tie in the front that can get very tight.
Tight.
You like
You
it
like
tight
it
sometimes.
tight.
You get nice and tight in there, so all your stuff will stay in. But the great thing about these, and they're universal fit, but see how much they stretch. Woo! And this isn't gonna rip.
No.
You know what I mean? This is great for short
Lasts
distance.
forever.
Lasts forever. I don't know if you ever had a blanket that your grandmother made or your great grandmother, and that thing just like you've had it since you were an infant, or it was your dad's or whatever. That's the kind of quality that you're gonna get from these bags. And then see little beads here. And then same
Love
with the straps.
them.
I make the straps super long, and the 3 sizes, by the way. You can get the small one, which is my favorite. Great for long distance or short distance, because this is what you keep on you. You could keep your ice in here, baby.
Right.
But I just want to show you. I want to have you try this on, if you don't mind.
Backwards.
Forwards, how easy it is and how long the straps are. Because some backpacks are just.
Oh, I get to be a mom.
Yeah, some
I like
backpack,
that.
isn't it? Like, and it's comfortable, and it holds you, and it's right here. And even
Yeah.
if it's full, it's still not gonna. You can roll it a little bit and get it
Yeah.
maybe like that, but
Yeah.
you're still not gonna go. And it's gonna go right here
Yeah,
on you.
it's comfortable right there.
Even if you put something
Really
heavy in
comfortable.
there,
Yeah.
it's not gonna pull on your back.
Yeah, I like that. It's a little bit wider instead of right here. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah, it looks so cute on you,
Love
girl.
it.
And then if you just slide it off, this is the best part. So you're getting off your bike, Amy's getting off her bike, a long ride, and you just kind of take the two together, and you
Flip
just
them
sling it over your shoulder,
This is how I.
and you're off for the day.
I'm all about the backpack, right? I am all about
Yeah.
the backpack all the time, and I am forever slinging mine over my
Yeah.
shoulder. It's a staple of mine. Backpack purses, love them.
Yeah, and they're
Love
and
'em.
thank you, and they're small enough that like when you fell in that backpack, it's like and it's so
Ugh.
big, and this is
heavy.
something that actually looks like a purse, and
Yeah.
you can keep all of your incidentals in here. It's gonna stretch out. It's gonna fit everything that you need while you're on the road.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, and you know, hey, and they're priced right too. So and you can have any color you want. I do special orders. We do have. I mean, we're in July. I know I'm talking about the holidays, but let me tell you, people,
It's
those
already holiday season.
Yeah, those
It's
holidays.
Christmas in July. It
are-
starts already.
Yep.
Now's when we start buying
Yeah.
for our friends and stuff.
Yep, especially if you're going to be ordering a special custom color.
Right.
You definitely want to get in on them. So I said backpack.
She said.
Yeah, backpack purses.
Yes, I
Customizable,
love them,
variety of
Michelle.
sizes, colors. Thank you. Oh, put these right
They're
back up
awesome, awesome, awesome.
here. Yeah, and they say buy me bitches.
Mommy
Buy me
bitches.
Oh,
Yes. So again, they are located right here at our store at 1170 Oslo Road, and custom colors can be ordered at no additional cost
Good
from
afternoon,
Michelle.
Yankee Days.
Okay. And now it is time for the telephone.
So, Dave is not in.
It is the
right now.
telephone.
He
Again.
stepped out. Can I get your information
So
and have to give you a call
we're
back?
just gonna move right along. So this one didn't do it either.
Yeah.
So you have a double picture of me, which is
Hold
not
on,
what
do
you
it
want.
How do you put somebody on hold on this?
I have absolutely no idea. We're batting 1,000.
Good afternoon, Yankee
There it
Days.
is.
Hello?
Okay, that's supposed to be there, and I
Hello?
don't know why it's not showing.
Hi. Thank you
don't
for holding.
know.
What's your name?
It's supposed to be showing.
Okay, and your phone number?
I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I don't know. so let's try this.
Okay, so 305-975.
I'm really not, I'm batting 1,000 here, so let's try.
Okay,
Oh,
great.
look,
And
I
it's
did
an ultra
it.
classic?
Yay! Okay, so this
Okay, I will
week's
have her
spiritual
give you a
spin
call back.
is the powers of the selenite crystal. Those are all pieces from my own museum, so to speak, my own
Okay,
collection.
great. I'll have to give you a call
I
back.
have all
Hector.
of those
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
in my sacred area at home, and I took a picture to share them with you all. It comes in all sizes, shapes. It is one of the biggest healing crystals out there. It promotes peace and calmness, clarity, it clears blockages, elevates the spirit, it cleanses itself, so you don't ever have to worry about that. And it really vibrates at a really high frequency,
Oop.
the selenite.
Sorry.
It's such a high frequency that it just brings all the good stuff.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I do. I love those. It's really good at clearing that blocked energy, right? And we all have blocked energy.
Absolutely.
You know, we all like
On a daily basis, really, or in any
Yeah.
given moment, right? Because
Yeah, we all have
it's
our.
like life.
Yeah, we sometimes those walls come up and we don't even realize that we could be blocking a good thing with it, right?
Mhm,
And
mhm.
so, you know, it elevates your energy. I love it in my spiritual area, in my magical space. I have so much selenite. And it's because it filters and cleanses itself. It absorbs and releases, you know, and
Nice.
I really love that. And it's really good for clarity.
Mm.
You know, so when I'm in meditation or if I'm doing a reading, my cards are covered in it sounds silly, but they're selenite all over my area where my cards are.
No,
On
it doesn't sound
decks,
silly.
off decks, when I put them on when I bring them out onto the table to do the reading, the selenite is right there too. You
That's
know,
so cool.
and I love it. I do, I love it.
Do you know they
Um,
put selenite in paint?
Paint?
Yeah.
Why?
So that you can have, so when you paint a room or a wall, you have, it's surrounded in the selenite. You know what I mean? So it's in the paint.
Oh my God, that
Yeah.
is awesome, Becky.
Yeah.
I'm so.
How cool is that,
Yeah,
right?
that is cool.
So it's not, so when you said, oh, it's all over my cards and my this and my that, and I was like, you know what? You would be a person that would like, would be
Would
happy
love
with the
that.
selenite in your paint, you know? Yeah, some people
Never
do their entire house in it.
Didn't even realize that, but it's so weird you would say that because I recently just redid my room, as you know, and I put seagulls all over my room.
Oh, yeah.
I did happiness and protection and, you know, and now the energy in my room is so different, so
Nice.
different.
You're like,
And
I
I
just
really
want to
love
stay
it.
in my room.
I do. So this is also, I found it was weird because they have so many names. I never even knew that, I didn't know desert rose was a part of selenite in the Jimson family.
I didn't know that either. I love desert rose too.
I do
That's why it's
too.
probably so sacred out.
It is a very sacred one, and I actually have a couple of those in my house, and I'm thinking, wow, I never realized it. In the satin spar, I think that might be part of that pink thing you were talking about, because there was more on that one, and I didn't really think of it. Jimson flower.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, but it's part of the Greek mythology, you know, and it dates back to their word for moonstone in Greek, right, was associated with Selene. Selene was also a moon,
Okay, so that's
right?
why.
So that became selenite. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, but it is one of the most powerful crystals out there. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, amethyst is really popular, so is quartz. But in regards to something holistically, spiritually, this is this is one of the most powerful ones.
That's so cool.
Yeah, yeah, and we'll be getting some more. Now, a lot of this was in the shop too, but we'll be getting some more for the shop. So.
Yeah, do you have some available here?
I do have some available for sale, but that's another time. That's another time.
Okay.
Yeah, no big deal.
Awesome.
Yeah, so selenite, if you don't have some, make sure you get some for your personal area. They're great on your end tables. They're great on your in your spiritual rooms. I absolutely recommend them for everyone.
Nice.
So
Love
that's
it.
it.
Oh, that is
Yes.
beautiful.
Guess what time it is, guys? It's time for right there above it. Vote it.
Oh, you did.
What happened?
You did Amy Week
Yeah,
again, huh?
I know. I noticed that when I went to click on the next scene, Michelle. She's not happy with me. It's okay.
No, it's fine. It's all good. No. Okay, so our babe of the week. This is Sheryl H, and I was just trying to make some adjustments for you guys. But we just have. I like this one where she's just kind of peeking out. She's like, "Hey, how you doing? How's it going?" She's just kind of popping up. It's a nice picture. Here she is. Boom. Hi. And
Right behind her in
she's
the
like
sun
peeking
rays.
up, like, "I'm your babe of the
Hey.
week. What's up?"
Hey.
What a great gal. So we met Sheryl. We also met Sheryl, speaking of like our very first meet and ride, right?
Yep.
It was on our ladies meet and ride. It was the first one. It was an insane day in the shop, which we are
Ah.
going to take you all on a journey of the behind the scenes in a day in the life
For
of
real.
the, you know, Michelle and Amy being up front of this crazy place, which is awesome crazy. But so that day, we usually don't take appointments on Saturdays.
Right.
We are usually closed unless it's an emergency. Dave had a customer who was getting married, right, and needed a tire done. He works. He's a veteran. He works, many hours, like a lot of hours, and Saturday's his only day. So, and Dave does make exceptions. He does make appointments on Saturday, only if there's no other day you can get. So that day,
Right.
fast forward to this day. He's doing that tire, and we have the girls out front, and we're getting ready for our ride, and I think everybody in the world needed to come in that day, right? Everybody, and it was crazy busy. We had a wonderful day. We ended up going a little bit later, but these girls, like, what a great bunch. If you ever get a chance, even if you don't live in the area, if you ever get a chance that you're out in our area, first Saturday every month, and you come out for a ladies' ride, you are not going to regret it. The women that Amy and I attract, or the women that we are attracted to.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
just, it's incredible. They're just beautiful souls and beautiful
Yeah.
people. And these wonderful women waited for me while I answered the phone and rang people up. And I'm like, how you doing? How you doing? Running around. I'm like, oh my God, these poor girls. We were supposed to have kickstands up at 11,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. It was
No,
like 12.
it was like 12.
Yeah. It's
And,
okay. We
yeah.
enjoyed it.
We're getting ready to go. It's finally the end of the day, and in walks another one of our customers with a brand new person in the area and in the town. That person was Sheryl. She was having some problems with her bike. Dave was, unfortunately, everybody was back there, and he's trying to get his customer done for his wedding day and everything, and we're trying to get scheduled, and he gave Andrew some tips on just try this, just try this, and we got her on the books for the following week. She didn't end up needing us, but she was like, oh my God, where are you all going? I just moved here. I need girls. Where are you? What are you doing? So we told her about the Lady Ride Day. She was like, oh my God, I definitely want to go. We made friends. Her and I, have been, on interacting through social media,
Yeah,
And she does so much for the community. So let me tell you all about her. She rides her own. She's been riding her own for 16 years.
Nice.
Yeah. She, her favorite thing about riding is that it helps express her passion for freedom and instills individual strength in one's mind and body. I love that, right?
Yes.
So, she's a public information officer at our own Vero Beach Volunteer Department.
Nice.
Yeah. And so she sets a great example to our future rescue workers. So she would be a person that would probably be able to...
Oh, Cheryl, if you know about that.
Yeah,
that'd
about
be
the ice, like
great.
about like where we can get those little cards or the stickers for the helmets, or if you've heard of them or how they work. She
Yeah.
would be the person to ask. And
Great.
I'm like biting my tongue when we were talking about that. Like, I wonder who we can call. I'm like, well, I think I might know somebody in about 20 minutes. So exciting. So so she helps set a good example for the future rescue workers. And she also sets a great example that women can do anything that they desire. I love watching her. She does like all these little live videos. She gets out on her own. She's not official. She surfs. Badass surfer. I'm watching her
Wow.
going, whoa, no, and I'm like, I can't do that. I'd be scared. Shark. No, I don't do that.
Yeah.
But she does videos of her on the bike going around Vero, so you can like see Vero and everything. Totally inspires women that they can do anything that they desire. She says, we are strong and can be independent while helping our community grow future leaders. Riding is a powerful expression of personality and individuality. As Sheryl loves nature, the aromatic rides and the visual stimulation is unsurpassed by other vehicles. She rides because she can.
Love that.
Damn, I love it. And because it's freeing and it helps her feel unique as well. So she says, come on, girls, let's ride. And I think that's what she was like, come on, when's your next ride? You let me know, you let me know.
Let's go.
So Saturday, August 7th, kickstands up, 11:30. Cheryl would love to ride with you. And I know she has an action camp because she plays it on her Facebook. And
Rachel too, right? We have a couple of new girls that we want to
yeah,
get
we
together.
have a couple of new girls, Rachel, and I know Cheryl has an action cam. We're trying to get people to have action cam. But yeah, that's something that she'd like to say to other women who ride or are thinking of riding in the future. She says, stay strong, stay free, and express your uniqueness. When done safely, you can enjoy tremendous pleasure within the journey, a form of Zen meditation that is
Yes.
awesomely selfish, yet shared amongst all riders. You know what I mean? So in other words, it's selfish, but it's shared with so many.
Yeah.
Like we get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When we do that, you know, keep the rubber side down, that peace sign down. We're going by another rider. We're like, I see you. I know.
We acknowledge
We get it.
the
That
beauty.
same Zen.
Yes.
This is the art of riding. Oh, enjoy the ride of life, every moment in time. The art of riding, slows time to facilitate being in the zone. Those who ride will know what I mean, and those who do not ride will yearn to experience it.
Nice.
She's awesome, right? Stay safe, feel the wind against your skin, and there's nothing like it on the planet. And it couldn't have been said better.
No.
You know,
Awesome.
So inspirational. So there you have it.
Yes.
Beautiful, bodacious,
Yeah.
earthy, crunchy, down-to-earth, sweetheart of a girl. Sheryl H is our babe of the week.
Cheryl,
Yay.
congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Loving
So
it.
sweet. I just love her.
For real.
For sure.
For sure.
And thank you for sharing your experience with us.
Yes, girl.
What's it going to look
Appreciate
like this
you.
weekend? What are you doing this weekend? I feel like Gnu's. What do you do this
Well,
weekend?
I'm not going to do anything. Yeah, I have a few projects at my house that I'm trying to,
I have to laugh.
I know, she laughs because it's not true. I say I'm not
Wait till
doing
Monday.
anything, and then she'll say, what'd you do on Monday? And I'll be like, blah, 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 blah.
But
Yeah,
I meditated for like 15 minutes.
yeah, but I took 15 minutes for myself. Yeah. I really have a couple of projects at the house that I'm really trying to finish up. Susie's coming home soon, and I got some stuff that I'm working on, and trying to get Wood Witchery up to the 21st century in July.
Nice.
That's really hard. It's really hard.
It's challenging, right? It's
Yeah,
a lot
I'm
of work.
rearranging priorities this weekend, and I'm gonna
Nice.
try to get a little bit of Amy time again this weekend, but it looks like it's gonna rain a little. But you know, I waited all week for the rain, and you get that stupid afternoon thunderstorm.
Yeah, and I'll take 30. You know, I'll take under.
50%.
Yeah, I'll take under 50.
Yeah, because it's
Friday
a
and
crapshoot
Sunday.
after that. It really is,
I like
right?
a mixed bag of nuts. You're like, it's just such a mixed bag of nuts.
It
I
is.
was like, I thought that's the
It
funniest
is.
thing
It is a mixed bag of
I'm
nuts.
like, oh, it's
The weather
almonds.
always is, right? You
It's
can
raining
never tell.
almonds. No.
You could never tell what it's going to be. Like, I woke up, I think it was Saturday, raining the forecast 40%.
Yeah.
And that was at like 10 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like, okay, well, I can't do that yet. It's going to rain. 12:30, 2:30. Yep, 40% chance it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Never freaking came. Sunday morning, I got up, same thing. I said, screw you, weatherman. The weather witch was not accurate. She said afternoon thunderstorms, and I should have listened to her.
Well, all you have to do this time of year is guess the percentage. You'll never be wrong.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You know, I'm telling you, those meteorologists, they got
It's a good
game
job,
going
right?
on,
It's like,
for
and then
real.
what? Then you have to know how to align with the map, which we're learning at the end of our show. We're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. No.
I think
I think we did
I
it.
don't know.
We did it.
We did. Yeah. Okay.
Weather people, 30%, 38%,
I told you.
40. I'm 42. Thank you, Amy. right?
Yeah, man, don't worry. So, wait 15 minutes and the rain will stop, y'all.
Yeah, stop. That's a good opportunity to go out and see the world.
Yeah, it's
Because you
funny.
just go a little and you stop, right?
Even on the radar, it all dissipates around us. It's
Yeah.
all the way around us,
Yeah.
but it never hits us.
It just
And
never
it'll
rains in
be on the
Vero.
words of our city and never hit us.
Yeah. Well, and I have the grandkids visiting, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna go across to the other side because my other child and his children are visiting my dad. So I'm gonna have 4 of my 5 grandchildren all in one area at once. So we're gonna go over there and
Yay!
just kind of have a little be all kinds of pictures. So if you're my Facebook friend, you'll see I'm meeting all these kids around. They're like, oh.
We'll make her
all right,
post a
that
couple
explains.
on Creative Chicks too, since
Yeah. And my Jazzy wants to ride a motorcycle. That's what she wants. What do you want to be when you grow up? Well, she has a lot of things she wants to be, but she definitely wants to ride a motorcycle. So give her a lot of tips because the kid's 16 this year.
And listen,
So
you
that's
gotta
a
be
possibility.
18. That's right, 18
Yeah.
to get your
Well, in Massachusetts, you can get a motorcycle license earlier than you get a vehicle license.
Shut the front door, Becky.
It's a true story. Yeah.
Wow.
So we shall
Okay.
see. But her dad, we have to do. Dad says no. We have to wait. So we'll wait.
And listen, it's all right.
We shall
They're
wait.
Beautiful children, though. Beautiful kids.
Yeah, they really are, and they're great people. Beautiful. I don't know.
Little
They're
souls, man.
amazing.
They're just so
Yeah,
cute.
they're just little souls. They're so
Yeah.
good. So this weekend events, actually, locally, I think that if you want to take a chance and head over to Palm Bay,
Yeah.
the Eagle Riders, which is the Eagles group,
Yeah.
not Take It Easy, but the other Eagles.
See why we do our show, guys, because we don't got it.
Yeah,
Take
sing it good.
easy. Yeah, no.
Take it easy. What does it say?
I don't
Don't
know.
be sleepy.
That's why I didn't get up on the stage at Earl's either. I was done. Like, nope, been there, done that, y'all. Have fun. I'll videotape you.
Seriously, shovel head, and it's shovel head, right? So it's shovel HED, and I think I probably they had it probably written down wrong. You know what I mean? Because we just copy it from Facebook where they have it, but it's shovel HED. So and they're like a shovel head cover band, right? They're very good, very talented, and they're teaming up with the Richard Phillips Down Biker Fund, which is an amazing nonprofit organization. They're the people that, like, while you're sitting in your hospital bed,
Are
wondering
helping
WTF, somebody just shows up and says, "Hey, this is for you," and they hand you an envelope, and that's from them. That's
Yeah.
that's what they do,
Yeah, yeah.
Wonderful
That's
people, help
awesome.
people. And so they're teaming up July 17th at 7 p.m. at the address for that is. Amy's getting pointed at.
Oh, you're leaving?
I'm going, I'm done. I gotta do
Mr. A is evacuating the building, so I
I
have to
gotta do-
hand him his dinner out
The
here.
I gotta
infamous
do a
Mr.
week
A.
of sheetrock.
Oh, we can see her ass.
No, you can't.
Just
See you tomorrow.
I won't see you tomorrow.
No.
See you tomorrow.
You're not
We're
working
not-
tomorrow.
Dave said he wasn't coming in tomorrow. He's going to his mom's. He hasn't told you?
What good is you? You told Ronnie to come pick up the bike.
Maybe he's just coming in. I would
Okay.
ask him because
Ask
he
him,
told
maybe I'll
because
see
he
you tomorrow.
told me we're not.
All right,
oh,
she'll
so
take-
yeah. So this is
You
the
want
stuff
it,
that
you
happens.
want it.
You got a little bit of the behind the scenes. We'll let you see it, just a little taste. So,
It's all right.
2570 Palm Bay Road,
I don't know what's going on
Northeast, in Palm Bay, Florida, is where you will meet up, and that's the Palm Bay Eagle Rider. That's the Palm Bay Eagles, right? So the address is 2570 Palm Bay Road, Northeast, in Palm Bay, Florida.
Cool.
And then, so that's them. And then the other one, if you want to go even further and you feel like taking a longer ride, or you're heading
always
out,
wanted to go to North
yeah,
Dakota.
or you're heading out to Sturgis and you want something to do before Sturgis starts up, which is very, very soon. The 34th annual North Dakota Ladies Motorcycle Run. So it's the 16th through the 19th, and you meet at the Holiday Inn, which is 3803 13th Ave South in Fargo, North Dakota. Fargo. And I don't know if you ever watch that show, Fargo?
Where
It's
you
like,
from? Fargo.
It doesn't make me want to go there in the winter. No, not at all.
Oh, it's
But
cold.
this is really cool, you know what I mean? This is the longest running women-only motorcycle gathering in North America. And it continues in 2021 with this year's theme. They have a theme, Party on the Prairie. Registration is open now. So, and where you wanna go is
Nice.
ND, so that's N, like North Dakota, ND, ladiesrun.org. Very cool. I checked that out. I really loved it. It was very awesome. So, yeah, so there's some fun things to do. Interesting fun things to do. Me, I'm gonna be working on my tan so I can be half as dark as Amy, because she's just like, I'm tanned. So my reality is to want to be as tan as Amy.
I got sunburned on Sunday. My face
Oh.
was so red from riding this weekend. I haven't been on the bike much lately
You
at
got some
all.
beautiful color, seriously.
Yeah, but I haven't been on the bike much at all, and
We turn
I-
white so fast, right?
I know. I was looking in the mirror, going, "Girl, you look in your tan. You better get out there." And then my friend calls and says, "You want to take a ride?" I'm like, "Yes!"
Yeah.
Like,
You know-
stopped everything that I was doing, dropped the tools down, and said, "I'm going for a ride." Jumped in the shower, and I
Here
was
we
out.
are.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It was a good
Awesome.
time.
Yeah, so a lot going on, good stuff. And you know, that's
so
our
what
show.
are you doing this weekend? You got all the kids together, you said?
Well, no, so Thursday, Wednesday and Thursday, so Thursday pretty much all the kids will be together.
Good.
The rest of the week is gonna be Dave planning for his surgery, and so that's not fun, but Saturday and Sunday is gonna be girls' day with my soon-to-be sweet 16 granddaughter. We're gonna go, we're gonna do some preteen, well,
She's gonna be riding
yeah,
soon.
16, yeah.
Before we know it,
16-year-old
we'll blink and
fun.
she'll be 25 for heaven's sakes.
I gotta come in
Okay.
for Ronnie tomorrow, to pick up the bike in the morning.
Okay, I'll be, we're just finishing up.
Okay, good.
Hey, thanks for watching our show today. We appreciate you.
We love you guys. And
Yeah.
back to the backwards grain, right? I mean, what do you call it? The behind the scenes stuff.
Behind the scenes.
It's all good though.
Yeah.
You guys have a great weekend.
Yeah, have a
Ciao,
wonderful
Bellas.
weekend.
Thanks for coming and watching us
Yeah.
again, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next Thursday at noon.
Ciao, Bellas.